I never knew daylight. My world was always lit by the shimmering glow of sacred fires and the soft luminescence of spirit stones. As the youngest gatekeeper of the Amenti society, I was sworn to guard the portal separating the living from our ancestral planes. It was an honor, a duty inherited from a lineage of watchers steeped in secrecy and ancient wisdom. This morning, like every other morning, began with the silent recitation of my art's principles: truth, balance, order, the tenets that were meant to guide our every action. Today they whispered through the chambers like a premonition. The crisis crashed upon us like a storm breaking on cliffs. A throbbing hum, alien and cold, spread through the sanctuary. It wasn't the respected ancestors stepping into our realm for guidance or counsel, but an unknown entity or entities forcing their way through the breached portal. This wasn't just unusual, it was disastrous. I stood before the quivering air of the portal. Fear wrestled with duty. The unknown beckoned with dark tendrils, sharp and invasive. But as the shadows grew, so did my resolve. This gateway, this sacred threshold, could not fall into chaos. My training had been a reaction, an answer to the calls and demands of sacred tradition. Now, with every fearful beat of my heart, I felt a shift. The need to act, to protect not just tradition, but existence itself. Moved from passion to necessity, I was no longer a mere responder. I became a seeker determined to drive back the darkness. It was during the chants, the offerings laid forth in desperate plea, that we reached the peak of our crisis. The portal expanded. A gaping maw threatened to swallow the divide that kept the worlds apart. Ancestral spirits, usually so calm and guiding, swirled with distress. Their energies disrupted. Everything we knew, everything we were, stood at the brink of oblivion. My hands, though trembling, wove through the ancient sigils of closing, each movement a prayer, every gesture a declaration of war against the encroaching chaos. My art's scales seemed unbalanced, favoring the shadow, but we would not let the balance falter completely. As the breach pulsated, threatening to expand further, I recalled the oldest mantra, hidden in the texts only spoken of in whispers. It was a gamble, invoking such power as it required a gateway keeper to offer a piece of their essence, a spiritual tether to the world of the living, risked for the greater good. With the words spoken, a huge surge of light, pure and searing, flooded into the chamber. The portal contracted abruptly. The entities shrieked as they were pulled back into the void, their advance halted by an ancient force conjured through sacrifice. Victory was bittersweet. The chamber calmed, the ancestral plane was sealed, but part of my spirit remained with the portal, a guardian not just beside, but within the divide. Daylight remained a memory, yet now, more than ever, I was intertwined with the luminescence of the spirit stones and the eternal watch of the ancients. The balance was restored, but at a personal cost. Yet within the sacrifice lay a deeper connection to the guardianship I had sworn to uphold. My art's principles, once recited, now lived deeply within me as truth, balance, and the ultimate order. 1. The dream of existence, understanding life through African myths. Have you ever pondered the essence of your existence? Are you merely a fleeting echo in the vastness of the cosmos, or are you a divine creator weaving a tapestry of life through the power of your very being? In the silence of the night, beneath the canvas of stars, lies an ancient truth echoing through the annals of African mythology, a truth that invites you to awaken from the dream you have been living. Societies across the African continent hold a reverence for the concept of existence as a sacred dream, beautifully illustrated by the swirling energies of deities like Nyame, the architect of creation who binds the cosmos. Nyame, manifested in both sun and moon, represents the dual forces of life, illuminating our lives with vibrant creation while also instilling deep truths about the cyclical nature of being. In this mystical narrative, each soul is born not merely as an individual, but as a collective expression of Nyame's divine creative power, infused with the Kra, the eternal spirit and life force. As the bearer of this Kra, you are not just an actor in your life story, you are also the audience, witnessing the grand unfolding of a divine narrative where every experience, every challenge, and every joy holds profound meaning. The teachings tell us that every individual is a fragment of a grand mythological journey, reflecting creation myths where the birth of the sun represents awakening and the endless rotation of the moon signifies rebirth. These stories remind us that you are part of an eternal cycle, intricately woven into the fabric of existence that binds us all. As you traverse life, remember the Kra is your guiding spirit, a life force pulsating within you. When joy fills your heart, your Kra dances in harmony. When loss clouds your essence, you might feel it drifting. The journey towards understanding of the dream of existence is not simply about recognition. It's about reclaiming that life force, embracing your divine essence, and awakening the dreamer within. This exploration of African myths urges us to reflect on whether we are living authentically as divine beings, or are we mere shadows, lost amid the grinding wheel of life. This awakening leads us to recognize the symbols and signs life presents to guide us back to our divine source, an enticing path to spiritual liberation. As we prepare to embark on the next leg of this mystical journey, we will delve deeper into the awakening call, signs and symbols of the soul's journey. Here, we will uncover how dreams, omens, and the wisdom of our ancestors serve as guiding lights, beckoning us towards our true divine nature and revealing the paths of awakening that call out to every soul. Two, the awakening call, signs and symbols in the soul's journey. As we journey deeper into the heart of existence, we begin to recognize the whispers of the cosmos and the sacred signs that echo within the fabric of our lives. In African traditions, the concept of awakening is beautifully interwoven with the understanding that the universe speaks to us in a language of symbols, omens, and dreams. Every moment is a canvas painted with messages from the divine, inviting us to usher in a greater awareness of our spiritual essence. The African worldview holds that dreams are not merely products of the subconscious mind, they are gateways to the spirit world, laden with wisdom and guidance from our ancestors. These nocturnal journeys reveal hidden truths, illuminate paths, and warn of potential pitfalls along the way. When you pay attention to the dreams that dance through your nights, you tap into a profound connection with your Kra, the eternal spirit bestowed upon you by Nyame. It nudges you gently towards awakening, beckoning you to heed its calls and recognize your divine nature. Moreover, the magic of omens is ever present in the fabric of daily life. From the fluttering of a bird to the accidental alignment of numbers, each seemingly mundane occurrence may hold greater significance, a nudge from the universe designed to guide your steps. These signs are reminders of your connection to a greater tapestry, beseeching you to stay attuned with your environment and the energetic patterns that surround you. In the sacred dance of awareness, we also find the profound role of our ancestors whose spirits linger in the energetic fields of our existence. Their wisdom shapes our journeys, and tapping into their guidance can empower our awakenings. Recognizing the signs from our ancestors, whether through specific images, recurring themes, or even dreams, can serve as catalysts for profound awakenings. It's in these sacred gestures that we begin to realize the weight and significance of our lineage, reinforcing the idea that we are never alone on our journey. Yet, as you embark on this journey of recognition, it is essential to interpret the messages that come your way, embrace intuition, and cultivate a spirit of inquiry regarding the symbols that resonate within you. For instance, a recurring animal in your dreams might symbolize traits you need to adopt or address, while spontaneous thoughts during quiet moments may reveal latent desires or fears, urging you to evolve. Embracing this awareness transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary, allowing you to perceive the divine with every interaction and experience. Each sign, each symbol becomes a beacon, lighting the path that leads you closer to your true self, the spiritual being experiencing this human journey. As you integrate these insights into your daily life, prepare to step further into the awakening. This journey does not merely end with passive observation, it compels active participation in your evolution. Next, we will explore the awakening path, rituals of release and realization, where we will uncover how ancient rituals and rites of passage serve as powerful initiations into your authentic self, facilitating a deeper transformation as you emerge from the dream state into your divine power. Three, the awakening path, rituals of release and realization. As we continue this journey towards awakening, we encounter the sacred rituals that exist at the very heart of African spiritual traditions. These practices are not mere ceremonies, they are transformative rites of passage, vital pathways leading us through the stages of shedding old identities and embracing our true essence. Rituals serve as the map, guiding us back to our divine nature, while also strengthening our connection to the community and the ancestral spirits. Central to this awakening path is the concept of separation, the necessary act of detaching from our previous status and identities. This phase can be ritualistic and is essential for deeper transformation. For instance, consider the ancient practice where newborns undergo the shaving of their heads to signify their departure from the womb and the life they once knew. This physical act serves as a metaphorical cutting away of the past, preparing the child for the journey ahead. As we transition into the liminal space, we move into a period of betwixt and between. Here, individuals find themselves naked to the world, stripped of former identities, open to new experiences, yet vulnerable in this in-between state. In many African cultures, the liminal phase is essential for personal evolution. It tests the initiate and fosters growth. It's within this sacred threshold that the initiate can access profound insights and begin to embody their true self beyond the constraints of societal labels. To illustrate this process vividly, one need look no further than the Ndembu people's ritual for electing their chief. Before ascending to leadership, the chief-elect is subjected to a rite that strips him of his former status. Inside the kafu, a heart symbolizing death, he is humiliated, scorned, and reminded of the qualities he must forsake. This stage culminates in a necessary death of the old identity, laying the groundwork for a powerful rebirth as a respected leader. The significance of this liminal space cannot be overstated. It invites us to confront our shadows, relinquish past behaviors, and equip ourselves to step into our new roles with clarity and purpose. It is here that we come to understand the sacredness of our journey. Every humiliation endured and every lesson learned becomes a vital thread in the intricate tapestry of our lives. Through these rituals, we cultivate the communal bonds that elevate our consciousness to new heights. The shared experience of transformation fosters a deep sense of belonging, reinforcing the notion that awakening is best undertaken together. We find our true selves not only in solitude but also within the collective embrace of our community. As we embrace these teachings, we cannot overlook the abundance in personal rituals. By creating our own sacred practices, be it through meditation, art, or storytelling, we invite transformation into our lives. These acts help us realize deeper connections with ourselves and our divine nature, unveiling the infinite possibilities that reside within. Now, as we prepare to ascend to the next stage of our exploration, let us journey into the richness of transformation and ascension. In this next phase, we will uncover the essential wisdom that the Serpent embodies, wisdom of profound change and renewal, guiding us from ignorance to the fulfillment of our enlightened selves. The Serpent's wisdom, transformation and ascension. As we move forward on this mystical journey of ascension, we find the serpent emerging as a powerful guide and teacher. In African spiritual traditions, the serpent is not merely a creature of the earth, it symbolizes deep knowledge, healing, and the sacred cycles of life and rebirth. As we delve into this wisdom, we are invited to navigate the pathway from ignorance to enlightenment, shedding the layers of our old selves in the process. The very act of transformation is inherent in the serpent's nature. Much like the serpent that sheds its skin, we too must let go of what no longer serves us. This powerful metaphor teaches us that change is an essential part of our journey. It is within this cycle of renewal that we can embrace our divine essence and rise above the constraints of the mundane world. Central to this understanding is the African perspective on time. Rather than seeing time as a straight line, it is viewed as a circular, ongoing experience. Life, death, and rebirth are not separate but intimately connected phases of existence, reflecting a much larger cosmic dance. This cyclical view encourages us to see our lives as part of a greater tapestry, reminding us that every ending gives way to a new beginning and every challenge is an opportunity for growth. In the stories and myths of African cultures, serpents serve as intermediaries between realms, bridging the seen and the unseen. They carry lessons from the divine, guiding us to look beyond our physical limitations and tap into the spiritual wisdom within. Take the tale of Mamiwata, the sacred water spirit often depicted alongside a serpent that embodies mystery and enlightenment. Through her, we learn the power of listening to our intuition and allowing hidden gifts to surface, gifts that can transform our realities. Similarly, the Nomo of the Dogon people are depicted as serpentine beings who possess the keys to universal truths. Their wisdom reveals to us the importance of finding balance, teaching us that every aspect of our being, both light and shadow, plays a role in our ascension. As we delve deeper into these ancient parables, we begin to appreciate that the journey towards ascension requires us to confront our inner obstacles. The snake teaches us to navigate the winding paths of our lives, faced with choices that challenge our understanding and invite us to grow. By surrendering our ingrained limitations and revealing our true selves, we step into a more profound sense of being. The image of the Ouroboros, a serpent devouring its own tail, symbolizes the eternal cycle of life and death. This imagery reminds us that while we may face hardships and transitions, each phase of our existence is an invitation to transform and renew. In Yoruba cosmology, the divine serpent Oshumare stands as a testament to this continuity and the eternal nature of our spirit. As we internalize these serpent teachings, we find profound lessons in ascension. Death is not to be feared, but seen as a necessary step in ongoing growth, healing, whether physical or spiritual, unfolding through the wisdom we gain and the connections we honor. Now, as we open ourselves to this mystical journey of ascension, we will turn our attention to the vital realms of our ancestors. Their wisdom and guidance calls us to remember that we are part of a vast tapestry woven together by shared experiences and collective consciousness. Join me as we explore the sacred connection to our ancestral roots and discover how they support our path to enlightenment. 5. Integration of duality, embracing light and shadow. As we delve deeper into the mystical journey of awakening, we reach a pivotal point, the integration of duality. In our quest for spiritual growth and ascension, it is essential to recognize and embrace both the light and shadow aspects of ourselves. African traditions often speak to this harmony of dualities, celebrating the balance of male and female energies, and reminding us that the wholeness of our being encompasses both. Embracing duality means understanding that every light casts a shadow. The light represents our strength, joys, and aspirations, while shadow holds the suppressed emotions, fears, and hidden facets of our identities. To truly awaken, we must confront and integrate these parts of ourselves. Ignoring or denying the shadow only creates dissonance, keeping us trapped in the cycle of the dream state. By accepting and integrating our shadows, we pave the way for genuine healing and a more authentic expression of the self. In African wisdom, the concept of duality is often illustrated through stories and teachings that highlight the importance of balance. The principles of Ma'at, for example, emphasize harmony, truth, and order, encapsulating the idea that all elements of existence, including light and darkness, must coexist to maintain the cosmic balance. To embark on this journey of integration, shadow work becomes a powerful tool. This practice involves delving into the corners of the psyche to unearth and embrace those suppressed feelings or thoughts that we may have previously avoided. Techniques may include journaling to process emotions, meditation to listen to the inner voice, or engaging in creative expression to release pent-up tensions. By acknowledging these shadows, we reclaim lost energy and strength, leading us towards a more complete understanding of our divine essence. The role of community and storytelling is indispensable in this process. Within supportive gatherings, individuals can share their journeys, fostering connections that remind us that we are not alone in our struggles. Stories serve as mirrors, reflecting our experiences, validating our emotions, and creating a sense of belonging. In African cultures, elders often share tales of duality, illustrating how they navigated their own light and shadows. Imparting wisdom to the younger generations, these communal exchanges nourish the soil for personal and collective growth. Ultimately, it is through this integration of both light and shadow that we unveil the full spectrum of our divinity. By inviting both aspects of our lives, we achieve a profound sense of wholeness, enriching our spiritual journey with authenticity and compassion. As we embrace this holistic understanding, we are now prepared to continue on our profound journey, exploring the infinite cycles of existence. In this next chapter, we will delve into the idea that life is a continuous series of transitions, weaving together our earthly experiences with the timeless wisdom of the cosmos. Here we will celebrate the understanding that death is not the end, but rather a gateway to greater realms of existence and exploration. 6. The Journey Beyond, Navigating the Infinite Cycles of Existence. As we reach the final destination of our profound journey, I invite you to open your heart and mind to the mysteries of existence, an eternal cycle of journeys that transcend the physical plane. In our quest for enlightenment, we discover that life is not a singular linear path. It is a series of interconnected experiences traversing multiple realms of being. This experience resonates deeply within African philosophies, which celebrate the cyclical nature of existence and the understanding that all things are part of a greater cosmic dance. The concept of the wheel of life serves as a poignant illustration of this journey beyond. In many African cultures, life is perceived as a circular cycle, one where birth, life, death, and rebirth intertwine in a perpetual rhythm. Death, rather than being seen as a definitive end, is understood as a transformation, a transition into another form of existence that continues the story of the soul. This perspective reminds us that our physical bodies may perish, but the essence of who we are, our spirit and consciousness, lives on, embarking on new adventures. For instance, the Akan people speak of the Kra, the life force that remains connected to the Creator, Nyame. After physical death, the Kra returns to the ethereal realm, awaiting rebirth. This belief emphasizes the fluid and cyclical nature of existence, suggesting that our experiences in one life shape and guide our journey in subsequent incarnations. By embracing this understanding, we empower ourselves to see life as a series of rich opportunities for learning, growth, and spiritual evolution. Philosophies across the African continent further illustrate how the journey of the soul weaves through various realms after crossing into the spirit world. The Dogon, for example, view death as a rite of passage, leading to a new level of existence. Upon leaving the physical body, the soul travels through stages that cleanse and prepare it for the next embodiment, allowing the spirit to grow wiser with each cycle. In this way, the journey of existence becomes a spiritual curriculum designed to enrich and expand our understanding of life and the universe. As we reflect on these teachings, we are encouraged to recognize our individual parts within this greater cosmic tapestry. Every experience, no matter how challenging, contributes to the collective wisdom of humanity. Embracing each cycle, each birth, every passing, and every renewal allows us to evolve spiritually, no matter the stage we find ourselves in. As we navigate the cycles of existence, it becomes clear that we carry the treasures of our past, actively shaping our present and future. The lessons learned inform our relationships with ourselves, each other, and the universe. This awareness instills a sense of purpose and responsibility within us. We are continually evolving beings, growing and expanding with each turn of the wheel. In conclusion, as we engage with these cosmic principles, we celebrate the intricate connections between life, death, and rebirth. Understanding the journey beyond this physical life equips us to face our transitions with grace, inviting us to embrace the vast opportunities that lie in our continuity of existence. Thank you for joining me. Join me again next time. This is the House of Horus, signing out.